Have you ever noticed how your knees creak a little louder when you get up from the couch? Or how your shoulders feel just a bit stiffer after a long day? It's like your joints are trying to tell you they need a little extra love. I get it after 60. It's easy to think that aches and pains are just part of the deal. But here's the good news. You don't have to let stiff joints slow you down. With a few gentle, easy movements, you can keep your joints happy, move more freely, and enjoy the activities you love, whether that's gardening, playing with the grandkids, or just taking a peaceful walk around the neighborhood. I'm so excited to share this with you today because staying active and comfortable in your body doesn't have to mean hours at the gym or pushing yourself to the limit. It's about small, intentional movements that make a big difference over time. In this video, we're going to walk through 5 gentle exercises that are perfect for anyone over 60. These are low impact, easy to do at home, and designed to keep your joints feeling smooth and strong. Whether you're dealing with a bit of arthritis, general stiffness, or just want to stay ahead of the game, these exercises are for you. So, grab a comfy chair, maybe a glass of water, and let's dive into the first exercise that's going to help your joints feel like they're smiling again. Let's start with something simple but incredibly effective: seated leg swings. This exercise is fantastic for loosening up your hips and knees, which are 2 areas that often get tight as we age. Your hips carry a lot of the load when you walk or climb stairs, and keeping them flexible can make those everyday movements feel so much easier. Plus, this one's great because you can do it while watching your favorite show or chatting with a friend. Here's how it works. Sit on a sturdy chair with your back straight and your feet flat on the floor. If you have a chair with arms, you can hold onto the sides for extra stability. Now, gently lift your right leg off the ground, keeping it straight or slightly bent at the knee. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Slowly swing your leg forward and back, like a pendulum, for about 10 to 15 swings. The movement should be smooth and controlled, not fast or jerky. You'll feel a nice stretch in your hip and maybe even your lower back. After you finish with the right leg, switch to the left and do the same thing. Now, here's a little tip to make this even better. Focus on your breathing. As you swing your leg forward, inhale deeply through your nose, and as you swing it back, exhale through your mouth. This not only helps you relax, but also gets more oxygen to your muscles, which can make the movement feel even smoother. When I started doing this exercise with my mom, who's in her late 60s, she was amazed at how much looser her hips felt after just a week. She said it made getting in and out of the car so much easier, and she even started doing it during commercial breaks while watching her favorite mystery shows. Try doing 2 sets of 10 to 15 swings per leg, and if you feel any discomfort, just reduce the range of motion or skip a set. The goal is to feel good, not to push too hard. Let's move on to our second exercise, which is all about keeping your shoulders and upper back happy. If you've ever felt like your shoulders are locked up after sitting for a while or carrying something heavy, this one's going to be your new best friend. It's called shoulder rolls with arm circles, and it's like giving your upper body a big, warm hug. You can do this one seated or standing, depending on what feels best for you. If you're seated, make sure your feet are flat on the floor and your back is nice and straight. If you're standing, keep your knees slightly bent to avoid locking them. Start by rolling your shoulders forward in a slow, circular motion up, forward, down, and back like you're drawing little circles with your shoulder blades. Do this 5 times, then reverse the direction and roll them backward 5 times. You'll feel your shoulder joints start to loosen up, and it's such a great way to release tension. Once you've done your shoulder rolls, let's add in some arm circles to get those joints moving even more. Extend your arms out to the sides at shoulder height, like you're making a big T shape with your body. If that feels like too much, you can keep your arms lower or even rest your hands on your hips between sets. Now, make small, slow circles with your arms, moving them forward for about 10 seconds, then backward for another 10 seconds. Keep the circles small at first, think the size of a dinner plate, and if you feel good, you can make them a little bigger. The key is to move gently and listen to your body. My friend Bob, who's 72, swears by this exercise. He used to struggle with reaching up to grab things from high shelves, but after adding shoulder rolls and arm circles to his morning routine, He says his shoulders feel like they've been oiled up. He even started showing off by tossing a ball with his grandkids without that old familiar ache. One thing I love about this exercise is how it doubles as a stress reliever. If you've had a busy day or you're feeling a little tense, those slow, deliberate movements can help you unwind. Try doing 2 sets of shoulder rolls and arm circles, and if you want to make it fun, put on some soft music in the background. Maybe some classic tunes from the 60s or 70s, whatever gets you in a good mood. The combination of movement and music can turn this into a little moment of joy in your day. Now that we've got your hips, knees, and shoulders feeling looser, let's keep the momentum going with another gentle exercise. That's going to help your joints stay strong and flexible. We're going to focus on your ankles and wrists next, because those smaller joints are just as important for keeping you moving comfortably. Stick with me, and let's explore how these simple movements can make a big difference in how you feel every day. So, we've already got your hips, knees, and shoulders moving a little easier, and I bet you're starting to feel how these small, gentle exercises can add a bit of spring to your step. Now, let's turn our attention to 2 areas that don't always get the spotlight, but are so important for keeping you comfortable and independent: your ankles and wrists. These smaller joints work hard every day, whether you're walking to the mailbox, stirring a pot of soup, or tying your shoes. Keeping them flexible and strong can make all those little tasks feel effortless. Plus, these next exercises are so easy you can do them almost anywhere, even while catching up on your favorite audiobook or chatting with a neighbor. Let's start with ankle circles, which are like a mini massage for your feet and lower legs. Strong, flexible ankles help you stay steady on your feet, and they take some of the pressure off your knees and hips when you're moving around. You can do this one seated, which makes it perfect for anyone who wants to stay comfortable while exercising. Sit in a sturdy chair with your back straight and your feet flat on the floor. Lift your right foot just a few inches off the ground, keeping your leg relaxed. Now, slowly rotate your ankle in a circular motion, like you're drawing a small circle with your toes. Do this 5 times in one direction, then reverse and go 5 times the other way. You'll feel a gentle stretch through your ankle and maybe even into your calf. Switch to your left foot and repeat the same thing. If you want to make it a bit more fun, imagine you're painting a picture with your toes, maybe a little sun or a flower. It sounds silly, but it keeps things light and engaging. When I showed this exercise to my aunt, who's 68 and loves her daily walks, she was surprised at how much it helped. She used to feel a little wobbly on uneven sidewalks, but after doing ankle circles for a few weeks, she noticed her steps felt more confident. She even started doing them while waiting for her coffee to brew in the morning. Try doing 2 sets of 5 circles in each direction per foot, and if your ankles feel stiff, start with smaller circles and work your way up. The beauty of this exercise is that it's so gentle. You can do it every day without overdoing it. And if you're someone who gets swelling in your feet or legs, this can help get the circulation going, which is a nice bonus. Now, let's give your wrists some love. If you've ever felt a little ache when opening a jar, writing a note, or even holding a book for too long, this next exercise is going to be a game changer. It's called wrist flexes and circles, and it's perfect for keeping your hands and forearms nimble. You can do this seated or standing, whatever feels best. Start by holding your arms out in front of you, elbows slightly bent, and your palms facing down. Slowly bend your wrists upward, like you're pushing against an invisible wall. Then lower them back down so your fingers point toward the floor. Do this 5 to 10 times, moving gently and smoothly. You'll feel a nice stretch through your wrists and forearms, and it's such a great way to release any tightness. After your wrist flexes, let's add in some circles. Keep your arms in the same position, but now rotate your wrists in a circular motion, like you're stirring a tiny pot. Go 5 times in one direction, then 5 times in the other. If you want to make it easier, rest your elbows on a table or your knees while you do this. My friend Margaret, who's 70 and loves knitting, started doing this exercise after she noticed her wrists were getting sore from her projects. She said it was like giving her hands a quick reset, and now she does it before picking up her needles. Try 2 sets of flexes and circles, and if you feel any discomfort, just reduce the number of reps or make the movement smaller. The goal is to keep things feeling good and natural. What I love about these ankle and wrist exercises is how they fit into your day so seamlessly. You don't need fancy equipment or a big chunk of time, just a few minutes here. And they're to keep your joints happy. And when you combine them with the leg swings and shoulder rolls we talked about earlier, you're giving your whole body a little TLC. But we're not done yet. There's one more exercise that's going to tie everything together and help your joints feel even stronger and more supported. Let's dive into that next and see how it can make your daily movements feel smoother than ever. Alright, we've already covered some fantastic exercises to loosen up your hips, knees, shoulders, ankles, and wrists. And I hope you're starting to feel how these gentle movements can bring a little more ease to your day. It's amazing how much better you can feel when you give your joints just a bit of attention, isn't it? Now, let's wrap up with our fifth exercise, which is going to bring everything together by focusing on your core and spine. A strong, flexible core isn't just about having a toned tummy, it's about supporting your entire body, keeping your posture strong, and taking pressure off your joints so you can move with confidence. Plus, this exercise is so gentle and relaxing. It might just become your favorite way to wind down or start your day. This final exercise is called seated spinal twists, and it's perfect for keeping your back and core happy while giving your joints a little extra support. Your spine does so much work to keep you upright, and as we get older, it can start to feel a bit stiff, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting or doing repetitive tasks. This movement helps loosen things up, improves your flexibility, and even gives your hips and shoulders a gentle stretch. You'll need a sturdy chair for this one, and if you have a chair with arms, that's even better for a little extra stability. Sit with your feet flat on the floor, your back straight, and your hands resting on your thighs or the chair arms. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly turn your upper body to the right, looking over your right shoulder. You can use your hands to gently hold onto the chair or your thigh to guide the twist, but don't force it, just go as far as feels comfortable. Hold the twist for a couple of seconds, then come back to the center. Now, do the same thing on the left side. Aim for 5 twists on each side, moving slowly and breathing deeply with each one. Here's a little trick to make this feel even better. Imagine you're wringing out a towel as you twist, but in a gentle, kind way. This helps you engage your core muscles just enough to support your spine without straining. When I started doing this with my dad, who's 71 and loves his morning newspaper routine, he said it was like giving his back a wake-up call. He used to feel stiff after sitting at the breakfast table for too long. But after adding seated spinal twists to his day, he noticed he could turn to grab things behind him like his coffee mug or the mail without that old familiar ache. If you feel any discomfort, just make the twist smaller or skip a rep. The goal is to feel a gentle stretch, not to push too hard. You can do 2 sets of 5 twists per side, and if you want to make it a bit more relaxing, try it while listening to some calming music or even the birds outside your window. Now, let's take a moment to think about how far we've come. We started with seated leg swings to loosen up your hips and knees, then moved to shoulder rolls and arm circles to keep your upper body flexible. From there, we worked on ankle circles to keep your feet steady and wrist flexes to make everyday tasks, like writing or cooking, a little easier. And now, with these seated spinal twists, you've got a full set of gentle movements that work together to keep your joints happy and your body moving smoothly. The best part, you don't need a gym membership or hours of free time to make this work. These exercises are designed to fit into your life, whether you're squeezing them in during a quiet moment at home or making them part of your morning routine. I want you to know that taking these small steps can make a huge difference in how you feel, not just today but in the weeks and months to come. It's not about being perfect or doing every exercise every day. It's about listening to your body and giving it a little love when you can. Maybe you start with just 1 or 2 of these exercises and build from there. Or maybe you find a friend or family member to join you, turning it into a fun way to connect. Whatever works for you, know that you're doing something powerful for your health and happiness. I'd love to hear how these exercises work for you. So please drop a comment below and let me know which one's your favorite or how you're fitting them into your day. Your stories inspire me, and I bet they'll inspire others watching this video too. If you found this helpful, give the video a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more people who could use a little joint-friendly movement in their lives. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips on staying active, healthy, and happy at any age. Here's to moving with ease and living your best life, one gentle step at a time. See you in the next video.